So you're looking at your pseudostratified epithelium, and it's gonna be ciliated, and you're gonna have a lot of goblet cells in there. You have some connective tissue underneath, and in below the epithelium, you're gonna see these serum mucus glands that are present below the epithelium. Alright, so that's our respiratory epithelium. So notice we're seeing a lot of goblet cells here. Alright, so remember our goblet cells, wine-shaped with nucleus at the base of the cell. Alright, so once you're seeing goblet cells, that's your respiratory mucosa with your pseudostratified. If you're seeing goblet cells, it's not your olfactory. Alright, your olfactory will not have any goblet cells in it. Alright, so pretty much it's going to be identify the mucosa. Alright, so we see our epithelium, we see the glands below the epithelium. In some of the slides you can see the transition to the olfactory epithelium. I'm not sure. I don't think I saw it in this one. Alright. But the main difference, you're going to see a change in the thickness of the epithelium, and you're going to see the goblet cells disappear. Alright, so once you start seeing that, then you know that you're in your olfactory epithelium. Alright, so in this one we're not really seeing any transition. Not really. I think that was just how it was cut, because there's still seeing goblet cells. Alright, so it's going to be identify the mucosa, and as you are asking for the final exam, it's going to be cumulative in terms of the stuff that you're using to identify the, whatever slide you're looking at. So we know this is our respiratory mucosa, so if I ask you what type of epithelium this is, or classify the tissue, then you should know that that's pseudostratified epithelium. I could ask you to identify the apical specialization, which is your cilia. I could ask you to identify the cell, which is your goblet cell. And we could go into, pretty much whatever's on the slide can be asked. Like over here, what is this? So I classify the tissue over here. What's that?
Bone.
Bone. Sorry, I was trying to get it. Let me get it. I don't have it.
Smoky bone?
Smoky bone?
Or spongy?
Oh, spongy. Yeah, so that would be spongy bone, because we're not seeing any Habergian canals here.
Spongy?
Yeah, spongy. No, I thought you said smoky.
I need to sit down.
I don't know what that is. Alright, so that's our respiratory mucosa. Alright, the olfactory mucosa. Like I said, once you see it, you recognize the difference. Alright, so this is our scanning view. Alright, so notice even at low power, look at the difference in the thickness here. So that's your epithelium here. That's your pseudostratified epithelium. Alright, so compare the thickness to what we were looking at before. Alright, and as we look around, notice no goblet cells. Let's see. And no goblet cells here. So that's not a goblet cell, that's just a ring. So pretty much from about here to here, that's your epithelium. Alright, so notice the thickness. Another thing that you're looking for in your olfactory epithelium are these bundles of nerves here. Alright, that's called your fila olfactoria. Alright, so you're going to find those as well as cirrus glands that are below the epithelium. and those are called your Bowman's glands. Alright, so if you're seeing all those nerve bundles along with this thick epithelium, then we know that that's our olfactory epithelium. Alright, so again, I could ask you the structure. If I say, well, for this one, it's ID the structure. So we know that we're in our olfactory, we're looking at our olfactory epithelium. So for this one, you're not going to say peripheral nerve. I'm asking for, specifically, I'm asking you to identify the fila olfactorium. Alright, so those are these nerve bundles that are present. Alright, so again, we have our pseudostratified epithelium, we have our serous glands, we have our, which are called Bowman's glands, we have our nerve bundles, those are our fila olfactoria. So once we see all that, we know that we're looking at our olfactory epithelium. Olfactory. Alright, so going further down into our respiratory system. Alright, this is a slide of our trachea. Alright, so one of the main characteristics of the trachea is that you have these C-shaped rings of cartilage that are surrounding the trachea. So we have one here that's going all the way around, and some there, and you have another piece that comes all the way around here. Alright, so you have these large rings of hyaline cartilage that are surrounding the trachea. So if you follow it, pretty much goes all the way around. And then here where the two ends meet, you're going to have a little bit of smooth muscle at that end. Alright, so that's one of the main characteristics you're looking for. Once you see that large C-shaped ring of hyaline cartilage, we know that's our trachea, well, along with other characteristics. But we have a little smooth muscle here that's present where the two rings meet. Alright, then this is our cartilage here. So again, I could ask you to classify the tissue here. You know, that's our hyaline cartilage. Right. So you have your cartilage, you have your pseudostratified epithelium as well, which is ciliated. Okay, you're also going to find some goblet cells in here. Alright, so you have your pseudostratified epithelium, and again in your submucosa you're going to have some small serous glands present as well. Alright, so we have our pseudostratified epithelium, we have our cartilage. Alright, so we're seeing a whole lot of blood vessels in here too, so that one goes in. And this one is Alright, so pretty much your C-shaped ring of cartilage, your pseudostratified epithelium, and a little bit of smooth muscle here where the